since we only got about an hour and a half of the remind, if y'all want, we'll go in VC and continue the remind.
Ooh.
That way we can all
There
hang
we
out and
go.
do some shit. So obviously, got to be cash cow and above to get into the VC. We can continue the remind clips. We can do all that, and it'll be beautiful. So, yesterday, Beans was by herself for a little bit of the show. You know, and I thought about jumping in just to chill with her and kind of like help her out a little bit. But then I was like, no, she has to learn. She has to learn because sometimes you got to learn to stand on your own 2 feet. You know what I mean? And Beans did a great job. She did a great job, right? It's just like social anxiety. The only way you learn is to just do it. Is to talk to people. It's the only way you learn, you know?
Just do it.
Yep. So, clicked the wrong link. Good job, Ken. So, Dawes evidently has a new intern. Is that true? I didn't know that.
Is that true? Is it a Wonder Woman question?
Yes, it is. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Okay.
You're right. So we won't get into that one. Let's check out Glammy Lammy and Wonder Woman with Miss Beans herself.
Oh, yes.
Let me pull her up real quick. Glammy Whammy. How you doing, Glammy?
Gosh, I'm trying to get my legs together. Hang on. Okay.
Hi! Sparkles. I love it.
Thank you. Look, I even got my makeup done.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Were you prepared for this?
No. No, I was on tech and I was doing with Wonder Woman and I was saying, okay, we could do $5 per color. We ended up getting a $5 and I had one color. So it was on one side. So I'm like, okay, now
it looks pretty nice for one color, in my opinion.
Fix it. So I just ended up doing the whole thing. So I was like, all right, so here we are. We're all dolled up, as it were.
Exactly. How's my mic, by the way? Because whenever I was in a different group chat, they did say that my mic sounded pretty low. But what's the?
Let's see.
Yeah, your Wonder Woman is our newest intern. Oh, she's going to be the intern for Dolls, which makes a lot of sense. She is very girly. She likes to do her hair. She likes to wear very sparkly and cute things. This was a very last minute change, I believe. When did this happen?
It happened yesterday.
Yesterday?
Oh, yes. It happened on Rewind. Did you watch Rewind?
It happened on Rewind? No, I didn't watch Rewind. That's why it's such a surprise. I think in general, it was like either yesterday or this morning, Keemstar added you into our group and he said, well, Wonder Woman is now an intern. And I think that was after we had a conversation all together. We had a meeting. Keemstar was saying, like, you guys are doing good, but you guys can do better. What is the problem? And I laid it out for him. I said, I think that the interns, they are not used to either getting a lot of hate or getting a lot of support. Sometimes it can get to their head or sometimes it can make them very discouraged. Hopefully that's not what happened to Pigtails. Hopefully she does come back because everybody can.
We are back again with a whole new set of streams on the LCU. If my stream comes out a little, not stream, video comes out later, I'm sorry, I woke up pretty late and I'm kind of rushing to get everything done as we speak. As always, Cafe did the usual thing in the morning, covering the the Remind section. I really am happy they're still continuing the Remind section. It helps me more than you think because there are times where I cannot keep up with stuff that happens. And I would say that much. And I think that as long as they can keep for the Remind section, I think it's less drama focused and more. That's just what I do, which is just recap these events. Now they were going over some of the stuff with with Pigtail. We did learn later on that apparently they found her unconscious. Apparently her dad found her unconscious later on that night, which is I believe Wednesday night, and we don't know exactly why. It could be related to some type of substance abuse or maybe some type of stress. We're not really sure. All we know is that that happened, and hope he gets better.
Height, so he was 5'3". I'm trying not to get too personal. He was Hispanic. I don't know why I was into this person, to be honest. I think it's because I was so inexperienced and I was so innocent. Because this is the time where I knew nothing, right? So he would give me a lot of attention, and I'm the type of person that eats attention up. So he gave me flowers for homecoming. He was very sweet to me. But when it comes to my first time and my worst time, we were in bed and Oh goodness gracious. He was one of those people that said like, oh well, like it doesn't feel good. Don't do the pull-out method, by the way. It's not always, you know.
Okay.
But he inserted himself, and the first words that come out of his mouth is, "Do you feel it now, Mr. Krabs?" This is harder than I thought. He said, "Do you feel it now, Mr. Krabs?" And
that was your first time?
This is my first time ever. He
Poor
said,
girl.
"Yep." He said, "Do you feel it now, Mr. Krabs?" And I just stayed silent because I didn't know what to say to that. And like I just giggled. I you know, try to play it off, make it cute.
You have to. You know it's awkward the first time anyway.
It's always awkward the first time, exactly.
Honestly, it's your first time and he ruined it by saying that.
Nobody's first time is good.
So
I'm willing to bet.
So he did a SpongeBob reference, and like, you know, you're just getting into it. Some people like biting, some people like kissing, some people like spit. He decided to kind of nibble on me a little bit, but he was chomping down on me to the point that I had like marks, and it was pain. It was not even good pain, it was bad pain.
Teenagers like to do that.
Was he trying to give you a hickey? A hickey?
No, he was
walking around with hickeys.
He was biting me.
Teenagers just do that.
He was biting me pretty freaking hard. And then like I think he did try to give me a hickey at one point, but like he like sucked too hard, and it was also a lot of pain.
When it's coming talking about sex on the internet and people personal experience, I generally don't care, especially if in personal. Like, you know, that topic should only be brought up with people that you're really close with, or I guess if you're drunk with your buddies or with your females, whatever. But you know, watching Beans talk about her experience and then the other shows covering it was pretty disturbing on my end. Like, just the way he was talking about it, the way that he dealt, I'm like, dude, that would terrify any person from not wanting to go into having that kind of having any kind of sexual experience. I was just like, wow. You know, maybe you could have maybe not said all of that stuff. It was kind of scarring, like how she was trying to get somebody head, or somebody was going down on her and referencing SpongeBob, and I was just like, this can't be real. And then the more I kept watching it, this is very real. I don't want to keep listening to this, but I'm here anyway. And at some point I was just like, damn, girl, damn, that bad. It was that bad.
The 4-hour shows when I'm ready for their ass. When it's just like they pop in and be like, you're doing extra 2 hours. I'm like, I'm grateful for it, but it's like, damn, I wish.
Yeah, I just want to know if we're doing 4 hours or not.
Do you want to go to war? Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I'll go to war tech talk.
You want to go to war tech talk?
But the thing is, I'm very off because, you know, nerds wants to take the war on your ego nightmare, and if they're going to war on your ego,
already did.
And I've already told them that I'm with them, but then if I go on test, it's gonna make it very difficult to stay with nerds.
I don't know if it's anything.
Hold on. You're going against nightmare, you fat dumb flip motherfucker.
Is he invoking a war that already ended? Is he spreading false NDF propaganda?
You tell me, Buff.
Bro, like, chill out, because the NDF tribunal are not nice people. It's Mazer, Slim Jim, what's it called? Gaff, and Exile. Two are lenient, and 2 are not. Actually, I think, how does that work?
I don't know.
It's like our Supreme Court.
Sorry, I started playing it. My bad.
No.
I didn't say I'm going
I'm sorry.
against Nightmare. I'm saying Nerds is going against Nightmare. They're having a war on Nightmare's ego.
Haven't they already done that? Didn't they do that today? It was not part of
That's
the goal.
strike 2.
They're not gonna win. Nightmare's a man.
Don't say it 3
Didn't
times.
they do that today though? Because they had the goal the day before.
But I mean, Buff is a man too, right, Tina?
You heard what Tina said?
No.
Tina said that Nightmare's gonna win because he's the man.
Okay.
And then this is what he responded with.
So who do you think? Who do you think Buff versus Nightmare? Who would win in an all-out
Nightmare.
universe war?
Nightmare, motherfucker.
I don't want to like the thing going to war in it.
You see, I love that. Like, wait. He didn't even say. He didn't. He's like, you're like Nightmare would in. He'd be like, hell yeah. He's like, wait a minute, hold on, real quick. Going to war is a very difficult thing. It's just, I'm sorry, keep going. This shit just got me
boring, dude. Like nothing against them. I like them. I think what they're doing is great, but it's like, it's just what's the benefit? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're doing their thing. They're doing well with it. I appreciate them for it, but it's like I just don't care that much. You know what I mean? The only thing they did in the last stream was like, yeah, they called me out on some things, rightfully so, and another stuff they kind of made it. They twisted the narrative of things to make me look like shit, and I'm like, okay, well that's fine. And then when I went up, I wasn't allowed to speak, but it's one of them. Like, you know, it is what it is.
Twisted the narrative.
He did come into the V.
So here in this clip, and I missed it completely in the you know, when I was covering I guess yesterday's stuff, I missed this completely. This right here, we have apparently Tina coming out and saying that that Roxy was lying about this, about, you know, Roxy being scared about Chucky. And they do kind of bring it back up again during Queens, right? Now, the fact that you would lie about something would cost somebody's life, their job, it's pretty messed up. Now, first off, we're not sure how true this is, right? In the case of Tina, you got to be kind of hesitant. You know, you got to be sort of hesitant to believe her or not, right? It is one of those things where if she's telling the truth, we're not even sure, because Tina has a tendency to lie or overinflate something, right? And when she does tell the truth, it's something that people kind of knew or kind of figured out right away. And people have said that a number of times, that Roxy, you know, has faked her fear of Chucky. We can go back the one time where she got plastered, and I believe somebody came up with the Chucky doll or something, and she wasn't even scared. I think it was like Psycho Mom. There's that instance, right? And then, as you know, Yo Mama said in his own personal stream, he had all that stuff there because apparently Becky and Roxy are from Gore World, and so Roxy would watch a lot of Yo Mama stuff. So to me, it feels like we don't know who's telling the truth. Maybe like in a weird way. But then the thing is, when we look back at Fat Camp, right, during Fat Camp, she was clearly scared of the doll during that stream. But that could easily have been faked, right? That can be easily, you know, fake. So it's just interesting. It makes me think a lot that there's a chance that Nightmare almost getting fired is fake. It could be very much true. So, yeah. I don't know. Oh, shit, sorry for that. I don't know why my phone went off. Apology. But it's just interesting. It's just quite interesting for me to think about it, that there's that chance that this all, you know, Roxy really faked a fake fear, which resulted in somebody getting the job, and that was being held over Nightmare for that bit of time during Fat Camp. I mean, you know, whether you like him or not, he got his job back. But if it is fully true, then holy moly, it makes them even look worse now than they did before. But we'll have to wait and see how true that is in the end. Let's move on.
Don't answer this if you're not comfortable answering this. Would you wear the tail inserted?
How else do you wear it, Billy?
CD-ROM admit it, you'll be Bean's kitten for free.
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. Genuine question. Oh God, I'm stupid.
You're killing me. Y'all are killing me.
Jose Halode says, "Are we all sure CD can find the hole? I promise you, Beans will lead him to the promised land."
Look at them sluts. All of them sluts.
And Lady Nerd Artist, I think CD-ROM just admitted it.
God, I feel stupid.
Don't feel stupid. You're obviously one of the things people don't know about CD-ROM is he kind of lives by improv rules, you know, the yes and rules.
I kind of have to around here.
Yeah. One of the things you do is you never really yuck anyone's yum if they're game with you. You almost always play into it. You do have your boundaries, you do have your limits, but even in that, you're playing into it with your boundaries and your limits. You never stop.
Oh, of course, Billy. I understand. I understand the importance of playing the kayfabe. Of course.
but now I do mean but here.
Go on, say it. Everybody else already has.
Ask if there's any other way to wear a tail was the perfect way to answer that question.
I am so fucking traumatized right now. This first almost hour of... I'm traumatized.
You know Rastov is enjoying all of this, too. He's just
I'm certain.
He's probably got a plate of, like, noodles, and he's just slurping them and eating them, going...
You know he's slurping them. You know he's slurping them. Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi, oi.
I like to be slurped.
And taking out his towelette and wiping his hands.
Did you just hear what Bean said?
What did you say,
CD-ROM,
bitch?
did you hear what Bean said?
I think I just missed it. Say it again.
Beans,
say it again, or I'll rewind that bitch. I'll fucking rewind.
Xylee, could you rewind the part of Rewind where CD-ROM and Xylee Gets Real missed what Beans just said?
Give me a second.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to rewind the part of Rewind where CD-ROM and Xylee Gets Real missed what Beans just said. Beans is off camera now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a wonderful, wonderful rewind moment where Rewind rewinds, and Beans is...
Say hi, folks. You're on the screen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the episode.
I think it was around here.
This is the episode of Rewind.
Of course.
Okay. Here we go.
Can I play it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But now I do mean but here.
Go on, say it. Everybody else already has.
Ask if there's any other way to wear a tail. Was the perfect way to answer that question.
I am so most hour of... I'm traumatized.
You know Rastov is enjoying all of this too. He's just
I'm certain.
He's probably got a plate of like 1 second.
Here we have the second stream on Rewind, or the first stream of the day with Rewind, and they were just mostly covering stuff that happened beforehand, and their real main topic was covering the stuff with the stuff with Beans, right? And how Beans, I don't know, because it's weird to say much, because as a guy, it's like, not that it's weird or bad, it's just like, ooh, the story that Bean was telling us was a little like, a little disgusting, a little too much. But on the other hand, like, well, wasn't like Xylee the one that told Bean to go through a whole phase? I just feel like, you know, if that's the case, yeah, you said that beforehand. Why are you getting mad? Maybe she's not mad and she was just a little like peeved off that like something like this was happening or something like that she went through. Like, I don't know if you can really get mad at her. I don't know. Because again, Xylee told Bean to go through a whole fit. But mind you, the story that Bean was telling was like years ago. So I don't really know. I don't know. I just feel like Xylee kind of getting mad about it. It's like, well, maybe you shouldn't get mad because, mind you, I don't know. Well, I don't know. It's weird.
You could show up tomorrow with the intent to kick ass and take names. That would be cool too. Yeah, it's up to you, really.
I don't know what to do. I don't know.
I know which one I would prefer. Audience, W's in chat if you'd like him to show up tomorrow with the intention of kicking ass.
Look,
and
oh
taking
my God!
fucking names.
Now we finally have people here waiting. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, but they're waiting for like 10 minutes. I saw him in there.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because we were busy trying to get Rastov off his ass to kick ass.
Oh, you're just gonna drag everybody in.
Yeah, fuck it.
This
What's
is gonna be
guys? What's wrong with Rastov?
What's wrong with Boogie?
He's got some bitch in his blood.
JROD super chatted $20.
Lot.
Rastov, you're on the main show. Higher expectations than Aussie when you said yes. This is what you signed up for.
Yeah.
Gaming with Ultra super chatted $20. Rastov, take the day off. They won't hold tryouts. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
You'll be fine. We'll definitely not. hold tryouts.
Bullshit. They won't hold tryouts.
All right, guys, what's wrong with Rastov?
Rastov needs a day off. I'm sorry.
No. He's his community manager. He does all these changes. He wants to go there and fuck with Ultra. Yeah, I'm gonna change your name. Let's pull the chat. But motherfucker won't go and say hi to a group of people and say sub to the channel. Like, you have all this internet, you know, like strongman shit. Like, you're not a bully, but you're a big personality here, but you can't go talk to people. Come on, bro.
Come on, bro.
Ooh, I can't wait to see the cafe episode where
bro.
King goes out and gets subs for his channel. Good. I'll actually get up and watch that one.
Oh, I bet you will. Just wait until Batgirl reaches her goal, because you want to talk about social anxiety, bro? Just wait till you see where I go.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. It's a competition on whose fucking social anxiety is worse, right?
I mean, it's not bad.
Coming
to have
from the
a
guy who cried
competition.
about PTSD makes a whole lot of sense.
Oh,
Sure.
wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
I have PTSD. I have PTSD as well, by the way, from my fucking dad killing himself. But pop off, bro. You want to talk?
Yeah.
You want to talk
Yeah,
about
yeah.
mental health?
We all
and fucking
have
compare like it's a
anxiety in
fucking
here.
competition.
No, that's
Oh,
not what
big
I'm
man.
saying.
Oh, I'm
That's
sorry,
not what I'm
Mr. fucking PTSD. He's the fucking reigning expert on what to talk about with mental health. Congratulations, bro. Pop off, Queen. I can't wait to see you go out and fucking face some fears. Oh, good
You know how I
job,
fix
Cafe. Good job, fucking Bigfoot. Oh, great job. You're a fucking
Genius
awesome
super
dude.
chatted $20.
Oh, Mr. PTSD's the
Rastov, if
reigning
you're scared,
fucking
go to
expert
church.
on fucking mental
Talk.
health. Fuck you, you piece of shit.
Do you know how I fixed it?
I
You know
don't
what
give
helped
a
me?
fuck how you fixed
trying to
it.
help
I
you.
don't
I'm trying to
care.
help you.
I
I'm
don't
trying to
want
help
your
you.
help. I don't need your help. If I needed it or wanted it, I would fucking ask you.
You
But I
definitely
don't.
need it.
So I
You
don't need your
definitely need it,
fucking
bro.
input, thanks.
Here's the thing, Rastov. I like
No,
you, bro.
I don't give a shit what
I
the
like
thing
you.
is. I don't want the thing. I don't care. Fuck you, bro. You want to sit?
Okay.
I'm sick of everyone
CSZ
treating this
94
shit like it's a
super chatted
fucking
$20.
competition.
Becky
It's not.
Staub.
Talking to
I don't
people
have
is how you
fucking
fix
bitch
it.
in my blood. No, I
Never
don't
said you did.
care. You did say I have bitch in my blood. That's the first fucking thing you said when you came in here.
Not like seriously. I'm just trying to talk shit like friends do,
Yeah,
right?
but no,
Friends,
it's
we
not
talk
talking
to each
shit,
other.
bro, because
We
I'm
hold
fucking-
each other
I'm-
accountable.
Yeah, but I'm not in that fucking place at the moment. I'm not in that fucking place at the moment. Have you been listening to what I've been saying? Like I'm bro.
So what? We're supposed to wait like a month for you to feel better, then all of a sudden have this conversation? No. What
No,
I do,
if I come to you and say, hey, Bigfoot, bro, could I get some advice? That's when we have the conversation. Otherwise, maybe.
But you're asleep when I'm on here, bro. Then I'm usually at work, but I'm off because it's a holiday. So when are we gonna have time to talk, Rastov?
Maybe send me a DM or a message. That works too. Instead of jumping on saying I got bitch in my blood and like, oh, that girl's got fucking social anxiety because it's always a contest.
No, I never. Look, bro, this is what I'm. Bean said the same thing to me, and this is what I said. I said, the way you get over that shit is just talking to people. Just have general conversation like on Cafe.
And that's what I did. I went out there and fucking talked to people, and it was horrible fucking time, but I did it for a whole hour before I couldn't do it anymore.
Woo! I did not want to end that.
Here we have Rastov going up against Ken, which is, didn't think that would happen because, like, for the most part, Ken is a lot more friendly unless you really get on his nerve and you piss him off. In this situation, like, Ken calling him a little bitch, it's kind of justified. I get it. Well, not that it justifies it, but it kind of hits home because they both suffer from some form of PTSD. Rastov, you know, seeing what his dad did and his uncles, right? And then obviously, you know, Ken being somebody who was in the military and experienced that. Right here, it's a little interesting because you're seeing somebody that has it and it still is trying to overcome something that is very much afflicting on their life. Whereas on the other hand, you have another person who is still clinging on to it. Maybe he wants to get away from it, but he doesn't know how. And so to me, it's like, what are you doing, right? Like, do you not want to go through the PTS stuff anymore? I mean, like, yeah, talking to Ken would probably be the best idea ever because first off, it would be content, but second off, it would at least help you overcome your own personal issues. So, sorry if I'm speaking very close to the microphone. There's a lot of background noise, so I had to be much more closer to cancel that out. If you can hear it, I do apologize. That's on me. Sorry for that, guys. But again, you know, of the two who has overcame his personal dilemma, I would you know, listen to Ken Rastov because he's somebody that has already overcame his PTSD rather than just complain. But at the same time, Rastov is already dealing with enough pressure as it is. So again, you know, I guess it can go any other way if you wanted.
At your size, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because that's a playground for you. That's a playground for you, sir. Imagine you in bed and you got a big woman and you being as skinny as you are, you could do flips off the ceiling and all kind of shit. You know what kind of shit you could do to being that small and being with a big woman? That should have changed your motherfucking life, bro. You ain't never had nothing like that. What you gonna do, go bone to bone? Motherfucker trying to go bone to bone. I'm like, dude, what?
Twiggy's wife is a very thick woman. She's not a fat, juicy woman. She's a very thick woman. Very thick.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. She looks like she fucking can bale hay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay then.
He's lying his ass off. He got a thick woman.
Yeah, that motherfucker be lying. I really thought for a long period of time that because he said she got her legs cut off or something like that. He went on that live for a long ass time. I believe.
So I told on him.
Yeah.
She walked by me at back camp and I was like, damn, she's got some hellified big thick legs.
That's a wild man. That's a wild man. Oh, and I wanted to play that video of you breaking news because you broke some news yesterday. Let me go ahead and grab that. Let me grab that clip right here. You broke some news yesterday. Tina broke some news on tech yesterday with Nightmare. Here you are.
Yes.
Let the chat see this because I want to chime in on this too.
For no reason at all. She said she was not scared of Chucky, motherfucker. I seen her fighting a grown man in the middle of the street. She wasn't scared of Chucky, bitch. I'm telling you the truth.
How do you feel about that, Nightmare? Your ass almost got fired over that.
I didn't get fired over it. What the fuck do you mean?
Did you not almost get fired? The
I did get fired.
He did get fired.
Yeah, he didn't or he did?
He did fire me over it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm saying, how do you feel?
Well, I have fucking quite a few feelings, actually. Thank you very much for asking. I got quite a few fucking feelings, to be honest with you. Quite a few fucking feelings, if you want to be fucking... I'm fucking pissed. I am genuinely pissed, bro. I'm fucking furious. Because fucking... Oh, my God. Lord have mercy, is that shit fucking being held over my head.
Okay. Talk to us, Tina. Cause I'm gonna give my input on it. Go ahead again. We can't hear you. You muted. You still muted.
Scared of fucking Chucky at all. She said she just did that to get him in trouble at Fat Camp.
You know what? And I had and I said that in the chat at Fat Camp, and I got fucking ragged on there because I did a stream. A while back because Roxy's from my community. I did a stream a while back and she was in my chat and I had the whole Chucky setup. I had a Chucky background. I was dressed up as Chucky and she was in the chat and she didn't say nothing. She played that whole Chucky fucking thing to make a fucking bunch of money off of people, bro. She was straight up lying about that. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, but Midnight really lost his job, bro. He came to me and I was buying him breakfast. Other people were buying him stuff. I mean, he lost his job. His girl was breaking up with him. He had nowhere to live when he got back home. All because she was trying to deflect because she was taking secret pictures of people even when she was told not to do it. She did it.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, because that was so crazy how she faked it she faked it so much on, oh, I know, Chucky, Chucky. And she went all crazy and lost her mind and acted like she was gonna die when he brought the doll to her. That's crazy work.
Meat for our tacos.
Yeah. Yeah, she also lied about losing her job. She admitted that the other day, too. I told everybody the truth, and everybody called me a fucking liar and attacked me for not sticking up for her. Well, I was just telling the truth. She was suspended, and then when she went back in there, she decided to walk away. She wasn't fired because of Psycho Mom. That's why she didn't care about Christian being on her panel. She'd been lying to the local universe since the day she stepped on this motherfucking platform.
Well, there you guys have it, ladies and gentlemen in the chat. So it looks like she was not afraid of Chucky at all. And
no, she told me that. She even had it. I'm trying to find the video, yo mama. She had a video with Chucky up in the background. I'm trying to find it. She hid it. But Chucky was actually her background and she wasn't even fucking scared. Who puts a background of a motherfucker that gave you fucking chills at night and made you want to piss your pants and all kinds of shit? Get the fuck out of here with that dumb shit.
You know what I think people need in the chat, they need to really watch is when that Chucky scared of Chucky thing first came up. Because they asked her, they said, are you afraid of anything? I think it was like something, are you scared? What are you scared of? And you guys, they went around the room to, the panel to say what they're scared of. And then she kind of looked in the air and she said dolls, right? She didn't say Chucky straight out. She said dolls. And then they were like, okay, what kind of dolls? And she kind of looked up and she said, well, I kind of don't like Chucky. It was just kind of like that. And then they were like, oh, you don't like Chucky? And then she was like, she looked again and she was like, okay, I'm gonna play this motherfucker up.
Yeah.
And then she played that shit up like, I'm so afraid of him. If I see Chucky, I'm gonna have a heart attack.
We're back again. Never mind. So here we have Tina kind of more or less confirming what she said about the whole Chucky stuff, and Yo Mama confirming that he came from the gore world and everything from that whole nut job of community. So I've always had an interest in the gore world stuff in the past, but I've never really committed myself because those people are literally insane. And during my stream, some of the chatters talked about gore world and stuff, and I just said like, yeah, I'm never gonna cover them because it's how crazy they are and how nutty they can be. So because of that decision, hearing that. And I kind of forgot that Becky and Roxy from there, so that it makes more sense now. It starts to make some more sense, and it wouldn't be too shocking if eventually, like, if the BBU eventually gets itself involved with the gore world people, and that goes insane, right? That would be some crazy stuff. At the same time, again, with the whole Chucky stuff, I'm more likely to believe in Yo Mama than Tina. And I think if Yo Mama is the one who's kind of coming out, confirming the stuff that Tina was saying, then again, but logic, then you should at least believe in Yo Mama over Tina if he's also kind of adding on to that story. If that makes any sense, right? But again, we'll have to kind of wait and see, right? I doubt Roxy's gonna even like mention it, and if anything, she's just gonna play into it and do the whole thing that Roxy does. But this really caught my interest. Right, let's move on.
I don't
No! So now I'm like, oh wait, this episode Twiggy's fucking dying. He might die. I wonder if I'll get in trouble for that. I wonder if Keem's gonna care if Twiggy fucking dies on stream. Should I kick him out of here and let him die in peace? Like, I don't fucking know. And then the next day, we're doing fucking secret agent spy bullshit. And I'm not Detective Steak.
Steak's about to get PTSD from going between Rastov and Twiggy.
I just wanted to jump on and say I am
Glad you
dead
put your camera on
serious.
for rewind.
I'm dead serious when I fucking say that I am only laughing because it's weird hearing somebody else use the exact same words that I said for fucking months.
Your
That
face is
ask the
turning red,
same
hiding the
question-
smile.
No, he's
Shut
he's
just shut the fuck up.
Listen,
It's the
Steak.
same questions. It's the same issues. It's the same everything. That's why I'm laughing because I'm like, I genuinely can't believe it is word for word the same.
Steak, I could I'm not going to, but I could show you the DMs between me and Rastov, and he is literally using the same words and phrases that you are using now. He used with me in the DMs.
Why do you think I've been so supportive? Why do you think I keep checking on you and asking how you're doing? And like, why do you think I'm like, no, I'm not trying to make you content. I'm literally trying to give you advice.
Steak, did
but
you
you
watch-
ask me questions I don't have the answer to because he flamed out. I didn't get rid of him. He did it himself.
Did you
he
watch-
took himself out.
Did you watch the episode of Rewind where Twiggy got outed for basically running a whole scam over Rastov for a month after Fat Camp?
I'm very aware. That leads very deeply into my thought process when I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's going on every day.
Okay. All right. So wait, pause. So you said you saw DMs. I'm not asking for the DMs, so don't go there. I'm not asking
I
for
didn't
them.
say anything.
But let me guess. They were little snippets and they weren't the full conversation, correct? Because I know how Twiggy works. I know exactly how Twiggy works. They were snippets, weren't they? Like a paragraph, not the whole conversation.
It was enough for me to understand. And Rastov knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
I didn't actually hear what you said with the DMs part.
There was enough
I lost
context.
the game in.
There was enough
No, you're gonna have to tell
context.
me what it was about because like I lost the game at Magic and I
in the Aussie chat, when you were explaining to Keem why we were in trouble.
1 second.
And Twiggy defended
One
him.
second.
Using Plankton's plan files and made it to Zia. Now that's what Hess using on Steak, same as Rastov deja vu Lamau.
Dude, the SpongeBob references today have been hitting. Is the LCU going to have a SpongeBob revival?
There's a SpongeBob meme that got posted in the chat before where SpongeBob.
So I guess Twiggy is back at it again with threatening people jobs. That's what it seems like. And obviously Raxop getting mad and pissed off because he had to relive all that bullshit again. And even Xylee straight up told him, like, yeah, go watch all the stuff that happened in Fat Camp because then you'll fill yourself in with everything that happened during those events, during Fat Camp and pre-Fat Camp even, where there was a lot of, like, fighting between Twiggy and Rastov. And seeing Rastov relive through that, you can tell that he is just not in a good mood for that. I mean, he's already pissed off because of the stuff that was going on during live, but now he's even more pissed off. This is very funny in my eyes. Well, not funny, more like, huh. So this is where we're going.
Y'all just fucked my massage shit up. Shit. Yeah, I know. At first I was like, I was uncomfortable, but yeah, I mean, there's like athletic people that come around and they give you massages and shit.
Yeah.
You know, because I still play basketball and shit. Like I play heavy like basketball, like in a bunch of leagues, so I have to get massages and shit.
Well,
but yeah, I mean, but I'm not. But ladies, no. But what you said about queens though, the only thing about queens is I just don't. It's about money, and I don't like begging for money. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not the type to be like, yo, send me fucking money and da-da-da. And it's just like they ask for too much fucking money. I just don't like asking people for money.
Can you show your fucking camera?
Bro, it's my bloody dogs, bro. The camera's fine. My dogs keep moving.
We'll get a fucking stand. It's clearly not fine because the fucking keeps falling over.
It's my bloody fucking dogs, bro. What do you want me to do?
You're lucky
Like
time's over.
I fucks with your chat because your fucking chat, they pay you guys for the content. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? They fucks with y'all content. Y'all don't, you guys aren't like nerds where nerds gotta fucking put like, yo, you pay this much money and we'll fucking stick a banana in our fucking earlobe. Like that shit is like, bro, like,
Wait, what?
you know what I mean? I don't fuck with that.
Nerds did that? What the fuck?
Well, no, they just be having like goals and shit. They be having goals like, oh my God, we'll do this if you give it like. No,
I mean,
don't
to be
fuck with
fair,
that
I
shit.
do
That shit
have
weird to me.
goals. I can't lie. Like I do have goals. Like I got the Everglades one here. There's a goal that's like in the background for like us for me to like do my biggest fear, which is like fucking like height related, so skydiving. You know what I mean? So like I do have those things that like passively in the background.
Yeah.
And of course,
Like
ultra
that's
punishments,
that's cool, but it's not like an everyday thing because I think
You
with
know,
the
yo,
money-
mama, you guys kind of fucked up tonight because you guys got the 25 members for the Coke challenge, and then somebody donated 50 to save Tina, but she still did it. Why?
I know I didn't read it.
Why was
I like looked past it, but I held it off on after that though. But yeah, I looked past it. We had to see the Coke. We had to see that go down. And she did it twice, which is really crazy.
Yo, mama,
and Boogie got excited.
What do you think about Ultra's new dog being named Testy?
Bro, if somebody donates more than that, bro, like
You gonna
please.
tattoo?
No, I have a new.
I think we're gonna end the video with Taz. Not much really happened on TikTok besides them trying to rebuild the bridge between Glammy and CD-ROM or CD-Haram, however you want to. Sorry if I'm raising the volume up just a little bit more. You can hear me. Now, the money thing is interesting because he is pointing out something that Queens is very much more about e-begging. It always has been about e-begging. Far back as I remember, it very much was deeply focused. And you could say all the shows are e-beggars. But I do think that Queens would really bad with it at times to the point where, I mean, like, come on. I mean, they did scam their fans a few times with one. I mean, with a lot of things. How do people remember that, like, that Tina and Becky were supposed to go to animal shelter? Like there's a number of times where they clearly have eBay as an attempt to get money, and they promise to do something but they never commit to it. So in my eyes, he's not wrong. Right, he's really not wrong about this stuff. Again, I would like, I would actually really would enjoy if Yo Mama sticks with, good old with Milk with Queen, because he is a good match, or at least he gets his own show, because he kind of deserves it. Even if it's like a late night show, it would be great. But he's very correct, and he hit the nail, right? He hit the head of the nail, right? Or you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to get at. The reference or the saying, right? Hitting the nail on the head, right? That Queens is very much more about money driven, e-begging, and again, he's right. Now, do I think it's always going to be like that? Yeah, it is, and he doesn't want to be a part of that. And you know what? You can't make a guy be part of something he doesn't want to be a part of. So, I guess that's all for now, guys. Till next time. God bless.